morning. It's Danielle Ronin with Keller Williams Realty, and welcome back to parkbench.com/Monroe-CT. This morning, I'm here with Brad Van Gemert of Dad's Consignment Shop in Newtown. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
I am so fascinated by this store. There's so many interesting things here. Tell me how Dad's Consignment came to fruition.
Well, we were looking to start a business, and we looked around and we said, there's an awful lot of women's consignment shops here in town. Yeah. And we said, what about a man's consignment? How come they don't have men's consignment shops? So we said, men have stuff they need to sell. So we said, let's take a look. And we found this great location, and it's right on the Route 25. So we said, let's take a look at it. And our very first consignor was an electrician that was trying to downsize his business and wanted to move out of the area. But he had a whole trailer full of stuff that he needed to move. And so we came in, made an agreement with him to sell the things for him, and it worked out great. It was a great start and a lot of fun to get rolling.
And how long have you been here?
We're coming up on 5 years.
5 years, wow, it's a long time. What would you say is the most interesting item you've ever received?
We had a World War II Japanese helmet that was really interesting. It had a whole bunch of writing on the inside that we couldn't translate, but it had some very interesting history to it, and that was an interesting piece. Plus, we had some pieces that were made in the early 1800s from a company called Brown and Sharp, which does a lot of machinist tools. Oh, wow. And the person I sold it to was a collector, and he thought it was the best part of his collection. So it was a really interesting piece.
And how would you come up with the value of something like that?
Oh, those are tough. The antique stuff is very difficult. We have a lot of books and a lot of resources, so where we will go and see what auctions have sold things for. From the mainstream things, we'll go to see what Home Depot is selling things for, and then we try to be about half of what Home Depot sells things for, if it's a mainstream item. If it's a little more obscure, then we'd see what's on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, or any of the social media sites that sell things.
That way you could be competitive.
Right. We have to have a competitive price in order to have people interested in buying it, but we try to be fair to both the consignor and the buyer.
Okay, and what has surprised you most about owning your own business, or even just this type of business?
I think one of the things that when we started, we just thought we were going to sell tools and sell knickknacks and things to people. What became is we've created a community. We have a lot of great regular customers that come in on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and they're like old friends, and they see old friends, and they give each other advice, and it's at any one time we'll have 5 or 10 people standing around just chatting like it's a party. So it's a nice experience.
Okay, and tell me something that most people wouldn't know about Dad's Consignment Shop.
Probably how much online we do. We're about 75% of our business touches the internet, between eBay and how we advertise through Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and social media. So about 75% of our total business touches the internet at some level or another. And so then we ship all over the country and sometimes all over the world. We've shipped to Australia, we shipped to Japan. I have an order that has to go out to China today. It's a lot of fun, and it's interesting where things go. Like a lot of antique planes and antique tools are going to Europe now. So you never know where something's going to go when we put it up.
Okay, and so online and brick and mortar, let the audience know where they can find you.
Sure. We're at 317 South Main Street, which is Route 25 in Newtown. We also have our Facebook page is Dad's Consignment, and then we also have a website, www.dadsconsignment.com.
Okay, that's wonderful. This is such a fun store just to come in and look around. And if you're looking for that unique item or gift for dad or grandpa, this might be a good place to stop by. So make sure you come visit Brad. And thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.